Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm just gonna be quick. All I just wanted to say is that just the other day I posted a live video on Instagram whereby I was speaking about how people, go out of their way and empty their pockets just to please the society or the people of their community, or to the other side of the family where their daughter is getting married, just by throwing a very lavish wedding, cooking 10,000 meals, and having uh, different ceremonies on different days. So I think that's just waste of time and waste of money, and people are still never going to appreciate, no matter what no matter what people, no matter how much you do for them. So people are still going to come at the end of the day and talk shit about your menu, talk shit about your daughter's outfit, and talk shit about how the wedding was. So I think instead of doing that, I think the two couples should go and donate that money to the poor, build shelters for the people who are living on the streets, donate food for the people who are actually dying without food. I think God will bless them even more, rather than blessing them by throwing lavish weddings and just showing off. Because I don't know, is it because of their own ego, or is it to satisfy people or to make people happy? They are still never gonna do so. So I think weddings need to be very simple, and destination weddings whereby you take the Babaji, that means the Guru Granth Sahib, whereby you have to take it to the resort, whereby in that same resort people are smoking, drinking, and eating non-veg should not be allowed. I think weddings are supposed to be simple, not only in Punjabi community but also in other communities, whereby there is no, it will not look more like a show off, but rather than looking like a wedding actually. uh, Simple weddings should be, I think, they're most beautifully done. So just spend what your pocket allows you. Don't spread your bed sheets beyond that. And I just want to say is that weddings are not supposed to be on how many likes you can get on social media or how proper your picture is. I mean, I think the most important thing is to be blessed by God. So I think people should stop doing destination weddings by taking the Guru Granth Sahib Ji to resorts. I think the best place for the Guru Granth Sahib Ji is to be in the Darbar Sahib, that's the Gurdwara. And even when people go to the Gurdwara, just be simple, just try and do your wedding in the most simplest way, because whereby you can see, I have seen so many people doing a lavish wedding and then things don't work out, and then both the couples go their way, your daughter comes back home, then there's no point of asking, like, we did so much, we did such a grand wedding, and then still it never worked out, because people still have got evil eyes. People come to your weddings with negative energies. It's the energy. So do it in the most simplest way. I think, in fact, in Punjabis, I think instead of going to clubs and drinking and then causing a commotion and spoiling somebody's day, I think it's best to do weddings in the most simplest ways. I think all Punjabi weddings and all the rituals, I think the most beautiful place and the most beautiful place to do all these rituals are in the Gurdwara, because Babaji is blessing you. You're under his house, and he's blessing and showering you with his love. So I think Punjabi weddings and other weddings in other communities also needs to be done in a simpler way, not by showing off and not by showing what big brand you are, because when your daughter comes back at home, there's no use of that big brand, and there was no use of that show off. And also stop spending so much. You can see whereby people sometimes at the wedding they wear an outfit worth 500,000. At the end of the day, what are you going to do with it? You're just going to fold it and keep it back in your wardrobe, so you're not going to use it. So buy something which you can also wear it later on. And I think also in a Punjabi wedding, a proper Punjabi wedding is a person that follows her culture. Nowadays, I've seen girls wearing lehengas. I think Punjabi suit, red color Punjabi suit, would be the best and the most comfortable. So when you want to get up and do your lava, when you want to take the four vows, when you have to go around the Babaji, I think it's better for you to, it will be easier for you to get up, not like some 5 6 people pulling your lenga so that you can be comfortable to wake up. And so I think Punjabi suit is one of the best during the weddings. It's simple. It should be simple, not something so grandy and so costly, So instead of spending so much expense, try and save that. Secure your future. I think Punjabi weddings are the most beautiful weddings because each and every ritual is explained very nicely. But the way nowadays people do it is so like it's more of a show off than more of a wedding, So that's all I wanted to say is that keep it simple in life. No need of showing off that what kind of how much you are going to spend or how much you can spend. Nobody wants to know that. Just keep it to yourself. Or if you can't, and if you really want to, then spend lavishly on poor people, people who don't have shelter. Build for them. That's how you make a name for yourself, not making a name by telling people, oh, look how grand I did my daughter's wedding or how grand I kept my son's wedding. Might not work out in the end. So weddings should be simple. Stop spending lavishly because these are all materialistic things. They're gonna stay. So as long as your daughter is happy, you might spend lavishly and your daughter is not happy. So if you're trying to please, you're keeping us a very lavish wedding is to please the other side of the family where your daughter is going to get married. That means her in-laws, they'll never be satisfied. It's something which the wise have also said. So I think people should spend their money wisely. Punjabi weddings, destination weddings, I think in Punjabi should be banned. Guru Granth Sahib Ji should not leave the Gurdwara, the Darbar Sahib, because that's the actual place for the Guru Granth Sahib Ji to be. That's inside in the Gurdwara. No need of showing lavish cars, taking a whole convoy. It's not like at the end of the wedding, the boy and the girl is going to have a stopover and sit in all those cars. Some cars are not even owned by people, it's just on rental. But why book a rent on rental and to show off, and then it's just for pictures and fun. No, I think Babaji would be happy, however you get married, but he would be more happy if you got married as couples in a simpler way. So if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.